I mean, that's interesting. But let's also we have a clip of him defending tax cuts for the wealthy. Now, I have to say, Digby, I'm a little surprised that Clinton did not raise her estate tax proposal that was clearly aimed at Donald Trump, if we believe his assets are what they say. Yeah, I mean, this is where you would raise the top rate on the estate tax to 65% for estates that were over $500 million and presumably over, so I guess for dollars over 500 million. So it wouldn't be a 65% there. It would be 50% up to the first 600 million. I mean, this is what's amazing about this clip too, is I think there's a lot of it, like you hear people arguing about millions of dollars and it just sounds like, wait, what? But here is Trump defending tax cuts for the wealthy.
Well, I'm really calling for major jobs because the wealthy are going to create tremendous jobs. They're going to expand their companies. They're going to do a tremendous job. I'm getting rid of the carried interest provision. And if you really look, it's not a tax. It's really not a great thing for the wealthy. It's a great thing for the middle class. It's a great thing for companies to expand. And when these people are going to put billions and billions of dollars into companies, and when they're going to bring $2.5 trillion back from overseas, where they can't bring the money back because politicians like Secretary Clinton won't allow them to bring the money back because the taxes are so onerous and the bureaucratic red tape. So what is so bad? So what they're doing is they're leaving our country, and they're, believe it or not, leaving because taxes are too high and because some of them have lots of money outside of our country. And instead of bringing it back and putting the money to work because they can't work out a deal to, and everybody agrees it should be brought back. Instead of that, they're leaving our country to get their money because they can't bring their money back into our country because of bureaucratic red tape, because they can't get together, because we have a president that can't sit them around a table and get them to approve something. And here's the thing. Republicans and Democrats agree that this should be done.
We've looked at your...
All right, so there it is. I think basically as he's like just jibber jabbering, he's remembering. Oh, they told me to say bureaucratic red tape. Okay, bureaucratic red tape. Yeah, I think I got to say I was much more impressed when Mitt Romney was peddling this nonsense, because he seemed to actually be able to sort of string phrases together that were related in some fashion. Like he would use conjunctions instead of just commas.
A foreign language to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like that was one of his. I mean, he had a lot of incoherent moments, but that was one of the most obvious. And of course, everything he was saying. I mean, this just shows, that Trump has spent a lot of time watching Fox News and talking to Sean Hannity, and not understanding that his entire populist argument. He just undermined it with everything that he said. Everything he said there was, we need to give the billionaires more money because they'll spend billions. And, I mean, that's the oldest Republican conservative line in the business, right? We've got to cut their taxes so that they'll come back and create, be job creators.
It'll trickle down.
Makers and takers,
right.
And he basically was just sort of regurgitating certain talking points that he's absorbed over the years, with incoherently stringing them together. I mean, there were certain phrases in there that were familiar, and I don't know. I mean, to me, obviously, the people who love him, I don't really think economics has a whole lot to do with it, to be honest. I mean, I think they maybe have economic issues and they're applying whatever they hear from him as some sort of a solution, but that's not what they love about him. What they love about him is his, I'm going to kick ass and take names, and I'm tired of all this political correctness, and, the rest of that, I think, is the central part of their argument. It's more of an attitude thing. But, you were sort of wondering why Clinton didn't hit him harder on that
On the
particular thing.
estate
And I think she's probably saving some. For
Right.
the next
That's
one,
a good point.
Personally.
She probably didn't feel like she needed it after, like, she's got to be sitting there as he's like doing that mumbo jumbo and just going, check, on to the next one.
Well, it is. I mean, weren't we all? I mean, in fact, I mean, one of the things that Trump didn't know, I'll be very interested to hear if he watches the debate, if he watches himself. I've never heard that he does that. I don't know that he does watch himself. If he does, he will see that the split screen is very devastating to him, and it was last night because, what you saw, first of all, there was no height differential when you see it like that. You see the two of them on totally equal footing, which is, I mean, it's an important visual image to see the two that way. And she was, very, if she reacted to him when he was speaking, it was usually with humor. Maybe laughing a little bit, raise her eyebrows or whatever, but it wasn't she
David
was not
Frum
defensive.
felt she laughed too much.
Oh, please.
She grinned too much.
Please.
Yes.
Normally, she doesn't smile enough. It's
Right,
her
exactly.
Smile, Hillary.
She's got to get this
no,
right
she did
to
fine.
be
That was-
president.
that's-
Hey, folks, Sam Seder here. I just got back from a company-wide meeting. Accounting is really coming down on me hard. We need to get to 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please enjoy this channel. Subscribe right down there.